are you not there?
Huh?
Swear to God, I had put you in.
Oh no.
I might have accidentally clicked cancel instead of save.
Can't believe I died.
There we go. Hi, everyone.
hi.
Aside from the scuff, which is par for the course for us,
Honestly, yeah.
I am the Amazing Seven the Vampire, and here with me tonight is, as always,
Keep the Dinosaur Boy VA, what's up?
and tonight we are playing more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time, we got here to Keldic and explored around a little bit, attempting to find our friends. And then we got, ignoring the fact that I've opened all the DLC stuff now, this Sandron map. Also, by the way, that DLC stuff included this. Yay.
Oh, 99?
It also included some more not outfits, but some of this. We already saw that one. We got a monocle again because I accidentally clicked it twice. Butterfly glasses, nose glasses. Hi, Frank. Sunglasses, square glasses, red oval glasses, other sunglasses, some other glasses. See, there's a lot of stuff. There's also a Ride Along Tio, Ride Along Ren, Ride Along Joshua, Ride Along Estelle, Anniversary Mishi, Ride Along Evil Mishi, Ride Along Michette.
Evil Mishi and Michette.
Fairy set.
No,
Devil set.
you look very beautiful, Reen.
Black Bunny said, you got all of this shit. Gotta work on your bike more. Have fun at the bike. So yeah, that's a bunch of just shit I got. Nothing for Tobal.
Boy, Reen.
Got a bunch of shit for that. And then there's also some, actually, no, I don't think there were any quartz, but there was, Septith. So, this is my Septith count now, along with items. Look how many serum powders I have now. Trust me, I'm gonna fucking need it. Anyway, enough with me fucking around. I believe this is the way we want to go, right? Yeah, East Keldic Highway. We already got everything in town. Heading out to East Keldic Highway. So, this part can be a little confusing. When you look at the hand-drawn map, you know that this is East Keldic Highway. So, you want to go to each of these locations, effectively. And this kind of gives you that information, too. There is some other stuff to do out here on East Keldic Highway, though. So, we are going to start exploring. There is one thing in particular.
Okay, sure thing. Let's get looking.
I've got the map handy if we need to look up anything.
Well, I got this handy. Die.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Here I go.
Let's go ahead and analyze this asshole. Smack him. Analyze. So how are you doing today, Keith?
Let's move.
I'm doing pretty all right.
Safe for now.
I went to a friend of mine's. A friend of mine is an editor and writer for the.
Apparently, you need to do.
City magazine. So.
You apparently need to do Celtic accented Reen.
Celtic accented. Ooh, okay. I can't really. I'm not great at Celtic.
Bring it on.
On
I'm
account
up.
of the fact that I hate them, but.
Well, damn.
I mean, are you sure you want to do this now? Because like this is a trail stream.
Yeah, we don't get a chance to do the voice as much. You should save that for tomorrow with Dokapon.
Just save it for tomorrow. It's fine.
I'll refund your points this time. After stream, I'll refund your points.
After stream.
Yeah, because I don't feel like going through and doing it right now, because that's actually kind of a pain in the ass right now.
That's crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, Bud did not get stunned.
This is a tough one.
Well, that happened.
Let's move.
I am not allowing that arch to go off.
Chance. Gotcha. I'm up.
Yes, apologies, Frank. I want a Cold Steel version of Cowboy Lloyd. Okay, fair enough, actually.
Got you.
Ow.
My turn.
Analyze.
Yeah.
Why don't I just start arting him now? Because that's a bad art to use. This one is good though. Die. Or not.
Let's move.
Die. Thank you.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
Silver earring.
Those are poison prevention, as always. Nothing too helpful.
You're not gonna be dealing with poison at the moment.
I mean, we are, just, not too worth it to go out of our way for. Okay, fine, fuck you.
Right.
Let's get
Let's
started.
go.
I'm up.
Already scanned you, right? Yep, you've already been scanned.
My turn.
Ow.
Ready to go.
Why don't I just, again, arts work better. Toval is an arts user, I need to remember that.
That's it for you.
Toval can instantly cast arts. It's a Kevin ripoff. What?
The Kevin ripoff? Nah.
Who?
That's crazy, dude.
I'm confused at who
Don't
you're...
do my boy.
Now's our chance. Let's
Sure
get him.
thing.
Tomal isn't a Kevin ripoff. How dare you?
I'm confused at how that, how the two relate.
Here we go.
Like, how is he a
There you go.
Kevin ripoff?
Yeah.
Ready to go. It's active. Here you go.
Let's move.
I'm up. Here you go.
Let's move.
Here you go. Analyze.
I'm up.
Let's move.
There we go.
Okay,
Problem solved.
it's safe for now.
Easy peasy, easy peasy, but we do need healing, because Christ. Give me some health. God knows I'm gonna need it. Smack that. Smack that. Believe this is the first location we want to visit, right? Oh, wait. Yeah. First location we want to visit is the windmill. Which we cannot visit because it is locked.
Well.
I am wrong. Hang on. My ass is stupid. I think I was looking at the map backwards. This is true. I was looking at the starting point as
Oh,
being
oopsie daisy.
elsewhere. I hate this. This is just, maybe I should just not. Anyway, we're going to the farmhouse because talking to you. Huh? It's not often we see travelers around here. Nothing really special here, but feel free to make yourselves at home. Actually, hold on. Since you came all the way out here, how about I give you this? This
Oh.
is our book for this game. Gambler
Gambler
Jack,
Jack
2.
2.
A sequel.
There's a sequel?
Exactly. I think the wildest part is that I thought, for the longest time, that the Gambler Jack books were just an exception to the rule of Trails books. And then you actually meet the man in Daybreak.
He's real?
Yeah. He's an actual dude.
Oh. He's real. I thought he was fake the whole time.
Yeah, no, he's an actual dude.
Gotta be honest, man. Gambler Jack the Third wasn't as good as FC and SC.
Here we go.
Damn.
Now's our chance.
I'm up.
Yo, we got the Gambler Jack movie adaptation in Daybreak.
That's that.
There are actual movies in Daybreak.
Yes, I know, but is there?
Oh, there's a fishing spot? Where? Huh? Because Reen said we could probably fish here, meaning there's a fishing spot in this area.
Yeah.
First chest. Found an old key.
Old key.
Can't believe that mess. Oh, no,
Can you
you're.
believe it? That message actually pointed us to a key.
And I figured this was the spot. First off, the one who takes the queen referred to the position of the the bishop position to take the queen. And the location of the bishop symbol on the map corresponds to right here.
Nice to see we're on the right track. The question now is, where's the lock for this key? The note says it's the key to the king, but it doesn't mention where the king is.
Hold on. There's another note.
King lurks within his fortress.
Fortress.
Take him and your path shall be clear. You are doing voices. Where's my Celtic Rena? Frank!
Frank, because this is a serious
Tomorrow.
moment.
Just wait till tomorrow. just wait till tomorrow. Don't worry about it. More Just shenanigans, huh? Well, it's not much different from the riddle we just solved.
Yeah, don't see why it would be. Our goal this time is to take the king. We have to do that. We have to figure out which piece on the map can accomplish that. So which piece on this map can take the king?
And once we do, it's checkmate for our mysterious friend.
We get our heads in
Time
the
to get our heads in the game.
Yeah, there is one piece on that that can take the king. Anyway, right around. He said that there was a. Reen said that there was a fishing
I guess
location.
over there. Well,
Like
maybe-
Reen. Oh,
This
there it is.
spot looks
oh, here's. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
God, damn, that is a fishy
It's
one.
kind of finicky. Why?
Yeah,
Why
that's
is
like,
it so?
it's like that is the most finicky fishing location we've had thus far.
You should be able to fish literally anywhere on that bridge.
Just wait for Daybreak 2.
Oh boy.
No, like I'm saying that because in Daybreak 2, you really just, that's the way fishing works. It's not like certain locations, it's just any body of
okay.
water.
Okay, fair enough. Cool.
You just have to, like, what you do is you search for where the fish are. You know, it'll make more sense when we get to Daybreak 2, but, oh my god, I am not looking forward to fishing in that game. That's gonna be a long-ass quest.
caught one.
We've got 7 of 24 types of fish. At least it's better. Alright, and now we got another fish. Sangi. It's gonna be another one of these assholes, and then we are well on our way.
Swordtail.
Caught one.
Yep, Swordtail. Swordtail! Alright. By the way, I did stop off at the end between streams as well. Like right before we started stream. Because, anyway, on the map, this is a spot that correlates to where, yeah, you can kind of see, if you look at it this way, this is a spot that correlates to where the rook was. I don't know why I thought I had to come to the windmill first, when I knew it was second. It just, my brain... You ever think of step 2 before step 1?
My turn. That's that.
Yeah.
Game down a little bit. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I forget sometimes that this game is loud. It's not as loud as Uno, but it is loud.
It's not as loud as Uno. That is for sure.
That was so funny.
Why is it so loud? Why have you done this, Ubisoft?
Because you didn't sign up for Ubisoft Connect.
Get me the hell out of here. Safe to say that this is where that passage was pointed to?
Yeah, this has to be it. Let's try that out that key we just found. Bingo.
That was easy. I'm betting the one responsible for the riddles is inside.
Oh no, riddles!
No, 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 no! Get
There's
the hell
someone
out of
inside
here,
at
Ridley.
any rate. I have my suspicion as to who it is too.
go
Riddle me
in
this,
now?
Reen. And
Why
then
is my wife left me?
because you fucking put green crust marks everywhere. You shoved a green
There
green.
you are.
Anyway, on a serious
I
note.
wasn't expecting this.
I knew it.
First trying we meet again. Gotta admit it, Machia's got that drip.
He got the fit on for real.
Anyway, welcome back, Machias Regnitz.
I knew you'd be able to solve my riddle. If anyone could, it's you. And, you look well, Reen. Whoa, Reen! Take
Aw.
it easy there. I'm just so glad you're all right. When we parted that day, I honestly thought I would never get to see you again.
Come on, Reen. You haven't changed a bit. I had no intention of losing my life in that battle. And neither did the rest of us, remember? It wasn't goodbye. Just farewell until we meet again. And you kept your promise, which is why I was able to keep mine. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
honestly, I wasn't sure if you were trying to hug me or at first. I couldn't be more happy to see you again. Thanks for never giving up on us.
I think the tearful reunion's gone on long enough now.
Celine? Still a talking cat, I see. I think I remember you.
Thanks,
You're a
thanks,
racer, if I
Celine.
recall correctly.
Yeah, that's right. They've been helping me out for quite a while now.
Good memory. We never really talked much when we met on the Courageous, did we? Name's Toval. Toval Rondinor. Mind filling us in on what you've been up to all this time? We'll tell you about what's been happening on our end, too.
I mean, dude, it's a wild ass tale.
Sorry about your dad, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, you of course know everything up until you flew off aboard Valimar last month.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's the noble hater. Why isn't he with the Liberation Front?
Because the
Those are the
liberation,
Noble
yeah,
Alliance.
they're working with the Noble Alliance.
Why do you think his dad was arrested? Because he's against them.
Dolans.
No sooner had you left did we receive some very unexpected help. From none other than the Courageous.
Oh, damn.
Oof. Alright. The Courageous, huh?
Was Viscount Arcade aboard?
Yeah. We were dead set on fighting the Azure Knight no matter what the consequences. If doing so meant our deaths, I think we were ready to accept that. But before we could even make that choice, we suddenly had heard a booming voice from up above. It shouted, "Now is not your time to fall with honor in battle, not when you have dreams left to fulfill. Flee and live to fight another day." It was the voice of none other than Viscount Arcade.
That does sound like him.
Yeah, that it does. We did hesitate, of course, but then we resolved to take his advice and escape. Thanks to the Courageous drawing his attention, we were able to avoid being pursued by the Azure Knight. And splitting into 3 groups, we fled from Trista as fast as we could.
Do you have any idea what happened to the Courageous after that?
I'm afraid not. It flew off with the Knight in pursuit. Haven't seen or heard from it since. Hope everyone on board is alright. We're talking about the Radiant Blade Master. I'd be more worried for the Azure Knight.
Yeah. Probably. So you escaped to Keldic.
Essentially. I managed to escape with Fee and Elliot.
Fee!
Fee! Not sure how the others were split up, though.
Really? They're here too?
Well, they're out at the moment, but yes. The market manager in Keldic proposed that we use this windmill as a hideout, so we've been staying here the past month. It's been enough to help us look into the way to turn this country around, as well as try to find any information we could that would lead us to you.
Well, you found me. Sounds like you 3 have been busy.
Look who's talking. Can't imagine going through what you did, and seeing your sister and Princess Alphine taken from you like that. Knowing that none of us would hesitate for a second to help you rescue them.
Thanks, Machias. I appreciate it.
Hey, so you were the one who made up those riddles, right? Was the kid selling us the newspaper in on it? You're correct on both accounts. We received a report from a reliable source in town that said someone resembling Reen had been spotted. I could have probably chosen a simpler method to get your attention, but what's done is done.
You kind of needed to do something but more subtle, because, I mean...
Yeah, a little roundabout, because,
Yeah. We are kind
all
of...
the guards over there.
Yeah. Only you would make us run around solving riddles using chess metaphors. You sure this isn't Phantom Thief B's influence rubbing off on you?
Okay, Mouse, probably and more definitely should have chosen a simpler method. Regardless, I can hardly wait to tell Elliot and Fee that you're safe. They'll be as overjoyed as I was once they find out.
Do you know where they went?
Yeah, they're out trying to find a way to head further east along the border with Crossbell. We want to go to what remains of Guerrilla Fortress.
Guerrilla Fortress?
Oh yeah. Margit said that there were soldiers from the Imperial Army over in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're using the proving ground near where the fortress used to be as a base at the moment. Specifically, Lieutenant General Craig's division is stationed there. Ooh.
Well, that's a force to be reckoned with, if any.
Yeah. Of course he'd still be kicking.
Yeah. Again, another person who I'd fear more for the Azure Knight than I would their safety.
The 4th Armored Division. Well, you couldn't ask for a better last line of defense.
You're trying to get in contact with them, right?
Precisely. We believe that they might help find some way to turn things around. And while they're out, I'm staying here and providing backup while acting as a liaison. Shouldn't be long now before I give their next periodic update. We can apprise them on the situation and arrange to meet when they do.
Got it. Guess we'll have some free time until then. Do you know if there's anything more we can do around here? I hate to just sit and do nothing.
How about we head back into town? I want to have a good look at the surrounding area and see if there's any info I can pick up. That sounds like an excellent idea. Let's head to Celtic.
Machias has joined the party. Reen and Machias can now use Overdrive when linked with one another.
Woo!
Machias is much the same as he was back in the first game. So not all that amazing. He is still a bit of a tanky fighter supporter-esque. You get what I'm saying. He doesn't really know exactly where he wants to lie on the scale of abilities. But
why have you forsaken my boy?
But that being said, I do feel like he's a bit better in this game, given the fact that you have access from the start to skills such as Burst Drive and even Petrification Shell, for that matter, making him a good fighter. That being said, again, his primary method of battle is gonna be being a tank, taking hits, and, you know, surviving. Yeah, I'll go for that setup for now. Probably able to get him better quartz once I'm in town.
He's also just kind of a welcome addition to the party because we have 2 guys.
Yeah, now we have 3 party members. Combat's gonna get just a little bit easier. As far as field usage goes, I'd say he's one of the worst for being your fielded party. Like, you're in the field, walking around, you know, pre-battle party member.
That's fair.
As he doesn't have a combo move like, say, Reen does or anyone. His is just that.
Travel with you like this again.
Yeah, I've missed you, Marcus.
But that being said, it does stun enemies a little bit, so you can kind of get behind them. But I just rather not. Alright. Let's show off Burst Drive, because I never really showed it in the last one. This allows whichever party members are in the circle to instantly get a turn.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's not a bad craft, it's just better things to do with your time, you know?
Yeah.
God damn.
Ooh.
Shutting me up right there.
That's that.
Alright. Also, he does come packing the same Master Quartz he started with last time. Actually, no, wait, this is a different one.
Iron.
Yeah. Damage received down when HP is high. Which is a weird...
multi-scale.
Yeah. He so effectively the higher his HP, the lower his HP gets, the more damage he's taken. Kind of a weird one for a tank, I'd say.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not bad, but just
Yeah.
unique.
Yeah, I love Dragonite.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Fair enough. I love Defeatist. Am I wrong?
Well, at least Defeatist doesn't lower your defenses.
No, I think it lowers all your stats, doesn't it?
No, it lowers special attack, special attack, and speed.
Oh, I thought it was all.
Actually, I don't think speed. I think it's just attack and special attack. But
I could have
I
sworn it
need
was
to-
all your stats.
no, because I tried to make Archeops work for a bit. So
Dude, Archeops is really fucking good.
yeah, it's really good. Especially if you can keep its HP up, it's pretty
Yeah.
good. Okay, yeah, it's attack and just attack and special attack.
Okay. Maybe it's just the way it's worded in game.
Yeah, it's probably that. Well, we've made it back to town, but the hard part starts here. We'll have to be very careful not to be noticed.
It's fair.
That's yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised at how different you look without your glasses.
Broke out the Clark Kent.
No one seemed especially suspicious of us when we were walking around, but I guess you can't be too careful.
As the Imperial Governor's son, I'm going to be higher up on the wanted list than most. Yeah, that's fair. And key reformist figures are being arrested one after the other. There's really no such thing as being too cautious in this situation.
It's weird that taking off your glasses makes you look that different, though. Just glasses.
Eyes are one of the most distinguishing human features. Using glasses to your advantage is a solid plan. How's your vision, though? Arceus. Less than ideal.
Well, we'll warn you if you're about to walk into any lampposts.
Okay, let's have a look around town. Hi, Remy.
Hey, Remy.
Actually, Otto's probably back by now. How about we go pay him a visit? That sounds like a good idea. I want to let him know we were able to reunite, too.
Whatever, let's just hurry it up.
Alright. So now we're back. Yeah, they're still doing their shit.
They're still golfing around.
You can buy the Buster Shot 2, but you don't really need to because he already has it. But we can buy that. And buy the Spike here. Better equipment, better pizza, Papa John's.
Okay. Septimasses. Oh,
But the
boy.
other thing we can do is quartz. What do I want to do?
Hit one.
I'm trying to actually think on how I want to go about this. I think these quartz.
Good news is I didn't lose my voice. I was worried I was gonna because I have to talk a lot for my job, unfortunately. Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I already had a hit one on him. Yeah, you don't need tier. We already have that covered, and I don't really like shield. But your speed is nothing impressive, so I think instead impede. Yeah, I'll go for that setup. Kind of bouncing around on what I want to do with Monkius' setup. I don't intend to use him too much.
Yeah, that's
As expected. I mean, this game, you're not as restricted with your party, so I'm not going to be, playing with my party as much. Or I'm not going to be, having to make things work as much. I'm going to be using what works for me. Resign is not... Oh, is that... There she is. Oh, I see your search bore fruit. And think Adios for that.
I'm sorry I kept you and Becky in the dark for so long. I was worried that you would have gotten hurt if the army found out you'd been in contact with
Coming
us.
up like business Remy hours. Remy gets bread.
Remy get bread?
Remy get bread.
Heyo?
Oh please, you needn't apologize. I can't exactly complain about you trying to keep us safe, can I? I'm happy for all of you.
With an A, yes, you with an A.
Anyway, we get 3 terror bombs.
Ooh, church medicine. Wait, you trying to tell us something here?
Not at all. I just thought that would be a good idea to start studying medicine while I'm here helping out. I made those myself, in fact. I hope they'll be helpful.
Looking at you, Frank, for still
Trust me, they will. Thanks.
There's something so angelic about her smile. I don't think I'll ever get tired of looking at it.
Probably should have kept that thought to yourself there, lover boy.
Okay.
What was Toval getting at with the whole...
you trying to tell us something?
Yeah, you trying to tell us something?
I have no clue. I have
What
no idea.
What are you getting at with that one,
What do
Toval?
you mean, Toval? What could you possibly mean by that?
Toval, why are you being too silly? Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Hydrate so you don't dehydrate. I'm gonna take a quick rest. It's only 100 Mira, so... Again, as you can already tell, Mira is nowhere near as tight in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because of the Noble Alliance and all that, as you can see, the rate of Septith Mass has gone up. Actually, has it? I think it was because it was 10 in the last game. I'm pretty sure. I never really paid close enough attention. But either way, Mira, I'm pretty sure Septith is worth more in this game. So you know. Hello, sir. It's a pleasure to see you again. Is your business all taken care of now? I think you are Otto.
I think I was too. Well, if it isn't young Reen. I'm pleased not much has changed with you. I'm relieved to see you successfully met up with Machias too.
That we did. We are skilled individuals. Woo! We haven't seen you since April, and you seem to be doing well for yourself. Machias told us that they were able to hide out here thanks to your help too.
Indeed. It's all thanks to you and the townsfolk. You don't know how much you've helped me.
Oh. No, almost didn't.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, think nothing of it. I'd say it was more due to your resolve that things worked out so well. I have to say, I certainly wasn't expecting to see Toval with you. I know it hasn't been that long since my last visit, but I couldn't keep myself away.
Fair enough.
By the way, you mind if we swap info since we're all here?
Sure, there's something important we can do.
Mm-hmm. How could such an awful thing happen in Ymir?
You would just
Thought
doodle on
things were
MSP
bad.
out of boredom. I've done that before.
So true. Fair enough. I thought things were bad here in Geldic, but by the sound of it, we're getting off relatively easy.
Are you? Are you really?
I don't think you are, actually. I think that things should be done around here, actually.
Yeah.
It helps that Corellia has become a main war zone at this point.
That's not a good thing either.
Yeah. Of course, it just means things are horrible for everyone over there rather than here. Things are not great here either, though, but...
Things aren't good anywhere.
Bad, worse. Which would you rather have?
Yeah.
Rumor is the Noble Alliance is dominating this war, but the Imperial Army has been holding their ground. Word also has it, the Soldats at Twin Dragons Bridge have yet to successfully penetrate their line of defense. You probably should expect as much when you're talking about one of the Imperial Army's strongest divisions. We could definitely do with more info on what's going on over there, but I guess we'll have to wait for the others to call.
Yeah, we'll have to find something else to do until then. Oh, I know. Is there anything we can do to help out around here? We'd like to repay both of you. Like, what if they're all just Ouroboros?
It's all Ouroboros.
We'd like to repay both
No.
of you, both you and the townsfolk, for all you've done. Now sounds like the perfect chance.
That's a good plan. There are some matters I'd like assistance with. I can list some things if you're willing to help.
Please. Alright, we received 2 requests. I'm running low on herbs used to make medicine. If anyone has anything to share, I'd be incredibly grateful. If you can help, please visit me at the church. By the way, you can see here, we actually get Mira for a reward. A dangerous monster has appeared on East Celtic Highway, where yet it's been munching crops. I'd like to request its speedy extermination.
I think we can handle these just fine, personally.
Yeah, let's do what we can to make life easier for everyone.
By making life harder for yourselves.
I'll back you guys up if you need it. It's very kind of you to help us out like this.
You aren't
Also, remember to
breadless
watch
anymore.
yourselves.
Huzzah! You aren't breadless anymore.
Wowza!
That's really what playing Cold Steel 2 feels like. Unless you're trying to constantly outfit everyone during your playthrough, then you will be breadless. I will say this: do not try and outfit everyone during every segment. Only outfit
That
the
is
units
fair.
as you're using them.
That is fair.
Also, remember to watch yourselves. I dread to think of what would happen if the provincial army realized who you were.
Because, ugh.
I feel kind of bad now.
Are they just naked? They just don't get new equipment until they need it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's normally up to bracers to handle requests like that, but
No need to feel bad. We wanted to help.
he's right. Helping one another out is the best way to move forward.
Thanks a bunch.
Thanks a bunch. I guess there's a reason you guys managed to survive Sarah's field studies, huh?
They just get hand-me-downs effectively. Eventually, that's what happens. Well, we certainly have some experience under our belt thanks to them.
Can I just say I'm not a fan of how willing you are to take on even more work?
Well, you're probably gonna have to get used to that sooner or later. That aside, Sarah would be pretty pleased knowing how hard you're working all right now. Well, if you're gonna be doing the work, how about I observe you doing it on behalf of the guild?
You can do that?
You can do that?
Why do I keep reading your lines? What exactly does that entail?
Nothing special, really. It's just how we do things. Keeping tabs on everything you've done will mean I can hand a nice big report over to Sarah as well. I see.
Can't see any reason to turn you down. So now we have the quest tabs back. And we will only get quest rewards between not acts, but between segments. As well as we're back to the same thing. Our student rank is back down to nothing, but that is a thing again. We also have the Order of the Phoenix medals Order of the Phoenix Wing medals instead of our old ones. But yeah, we got our quests back, so. What was the other thing? Oh, I want to show off. We got Marcus as casual, so this was his first one, as we know.
Dripped out.
That's his second one.
Honestly, this is an outfit I'd wear.
The fact that you'd wear that is.
I'd actually wear. It's a good fit. It's just not as drippy as the other one.
It just doesn't.
It's not as dressy, you know.
It doesn't fit Marcus, I feel.
That's fair.
Like, if Crow had that outfit, okay.
It is a little casual for Machias.
But imagining
He's
Machias
a little
wearing
bit more
that.
stern.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you wearing, Machias? Anyway, we gotta stop by the chapel to figure out what ingredients we need. Hey, bud, you need ingredients? I got better ingredients, better pizza.
Papa John's? Oh, God.
Hello there. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? The market manager mentioned that the church has been lacking in medicinal herbs lately.
We'd like to see if we can help out in any way.
Really? That's very kind of you all. Now that I look at you closely, I could have sworn we've met before. No, I must be imagining things. My apologies. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Regardless, I would very much like to take you up on your offer. Yes, of course. What kind of herbs are you looking for exactly? They're called healing herbs. Well, not exactly rare. I've been burning through my supply of late. Obtaining even just one would be a great help. Healing herbs, got it. Where have I heard that name before? We'll do what we can to find some for you.
I'd say the Grand Market's as good a place as any to start our search. That's true. With so many stores, there's bound to be one that has it in stock.
Thank you. I await your return. Oh, quest started. It's our first side quest, guys! It's not even really a side quest, technically, because it is required, but... It's our first side quest, guys! Before we take that on, I was checking everything again, just to be sure. We actually technically need to go on East Celtic Highway before we finish this, because the other one takes us to West Celtic Highway, not East. I kind of forget that they take us to two different ends. I think we just need to keep going this way. I think we need to actually like go onto the. Oop.
Bring it on. Let's move. Ha! It's my take this. Ready to go.
It's so funny how because of Toval having the the equipment and then the cast court,
Sure thing.
he just okay. Wow, everyone missed. He like instantly gets to cast arts.
Yep.
Sorry. That's it.
Makes him one of the best casters in the game. Caster class Servant Toval.
Caster class Servant Toval?
I
Hey
mean,
yo!
I could see it. I could see him manifesting as a caster or maybe an assassin.
Yeah, alright.
Those are the two classes I imagine him most.
Fair enough.
Stay on guard and don't get cocky.
Never trust a caster class. Nah, I trust this caster class.
Let's move.
Let's see.
Leave this to me.
Who is the most trustworthy caster class? Swan Song, actually.
I was gonna make a joke and I was gonna say nursery rhyme. Actually,
That's
it's not,
fair.
It's not even a joke on that one. Nursery rhyme's trustworthy.
Yeah, she's trustworthy, but not. She's also a child.
Fair enough.
So.
It's my turn.
That doesn't mean she's not trustworthy. What? It's not like we're
Leave this to me.
we're just talking trustworthiness.
My turn.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, fair enough.
We're not talking like anything weird.
No, like I'm not thinking about anything weird, obviously, but like
Right.
I would not trust her to do anything that I would not trust a toddler to do. You know?
I don't know. I feel like for a heroic spirit, like
Like, okay, I would not. I don't think I could trust Nursery Rhyme to get out and go get groceries.
I'd trust her to go get groceries. She'd come
I
back
would
with
not actually.
Treasure chest.
look. She'd just come back with a lot of sweets probably, but it's fine.
It'd
Check-
have to be fine, but that's why I'm not giving her that task.
Would you trust Jack the Ripper to go grocery shopping?
No.
What's the worst that could happen?
This is my turn.
What, murder?
You know that is fair.
What? I mean, I just don't trust any servant that isn't yours, and then you might not even be able to trust them. True. Giant crop muncher.
Yeah,
Munching a crop
actually.
right now.
You know what? I'm just gonna not burst drive. I'm gonna just no. Actually, they're not gathered up enough. Overdrive it is. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's just attack. It's a normal attack will do us. And rush.
Just because you summon them doesn't mean they'll work in your best interest, and then you only have 3 steals. Yeah.
Motivate. And then ultimate shot. Right there gets the most. Pulls out the bigger gun.
The Giga Shotgun.
This is my boomstick. This is my boomer stick.
I'm up.
You're blind, Toval.
He's up.
I guess so, huh?
Look, being blind doesn't mean anything when you're casting arts.
Yeah, true, fair enough. Magic really does have the aim assist.
Exactly. God damn it, don't have any good... You don't have its weakness on Toval. Oh well. Oh. Well,
What's it
that's
weak to?
Earth and fire.
Oh. Saber, if going by the enemy, seems to be generally the most trustworthy. If talking about like just general servants, that's fair, yeah.
Would you trust Helena? Would you trust Helena
Sure thing.
from the American?
Helena Blavatsky?
Yeah. Would you trust her? She's a caster class.
She's up there.
Leave this to me.
What's the worst she could do?
You're off balance. Let's do this. Leave it to me.
What?
There's a few things. I wouldn't trust Helena.
Name one
Okay,
thing.
right.
Name one thing wrong. Would you? Would you? I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. Would you trust Thomas Edison?
No.
He's a caster class, and he's the MGM lion.
See, that's precisely why.
Let's move. Gather on my blade.
The easiest choice is just Sansang. It's just there. There you go.
I'm trying to think of other caster class servants that you can trust. Oh, Castoria! Why am I not surprised y'all talking about fate when I come in? You can trust Castoria. Casteratoria.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
I don't know. There's a non-zero chance that I find a pipe bomb in my mailbox if I don't feed her enough.
Crazy.
Then just feed her.
Yes. Looking good.
I'm talking about a saber face. That's gonna be very difficult.
Just, phew. There we go.
Good job. Now we just have to report back to the market manager.
You could say it was fate.
Jesus. Should we head back now, Reen?
Report back later. I want to walk back. Well, we could, but it's not like we're in any rush. Just head back later.
All right.
It's not like I particularly have anything. I just want to kind of glance around and make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, nothing I'm missing. But yeah, I would trust I would trust Castoria. I don't trust Casteratoria.
Pipe bomb.
Exactly. Would you trust Merlin?
Get the hell away from me.
Damn. Who are you, Roman?
Yes, maybe.
That man hates Merlin. I don't even know what Merlin did to him, but he fucking hates Merlin.
They got beef, dude. They got generational beef.
They really do. It's like, bro, it's just a funny wizard. Who else? What other caster
To be
class?
fair, to be fair,
Waver.
in a way, so is Roman. Okay, Waver, actually fair.
Yeah.
Fate character beef is always the funniest thing for me for some reason. Yeah.
Medivh. Would you trust Medivh?
Absolutely not.
Well, what's the worst she could do?
A lot of things.
If you're nice to her, she'll just try to marry you. It's not the worst.
I guess. I suppose that's fair.
I mean,
Fine.
she's not my type of crazy, but she is, you know, I still like her.
Just a smidge. Oh, I see you've taken care of that monster for me. You have my thanks. Here's your reward, too.
Protection!
He is on thin ice, IMO. Fate Grand Order seems okay, but... Yeah.
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 Depends on which version. Thank you very much.
We'll make good use of it. Much no more.
What about... What do you trust? I'm trying to think of like all the caster class servants. There's just a lot of them. I mean, Google exists.
Fair.
Welcome! Are you looking for something in particular? You wouldn't happen to have any healing herbs, would you? We're all out, unfortunately.
You sold out, but we were told they're fairly common.
Under normal circumstances, yes. The demand for them has increased dramatically since the war. Increased dramatically due to the war. The same applies to most other medicinal herbs too, seeing how the trains aren't running as usual. Oh, I probably should have read that, but my brain...
Oopsie daisy.
Oops. Oh wow, I hadn't realized that the situation was that bad. This complicates things.
A little early to be giving up now, don't you think? Healing herbs used to be standard household items, right?
They brought back into modern day once you have people fucking Mario Kart or some shit. So the fact that they are common means they might grow somewhere nearby. Would you happen to know where they might be found, sir? Well, I could have sworn they grew somewhere not too far from here. Oh, I remember. It was Lumeria Nature Park. They don't exactly grow in large quantities, though. That is close. And convenient at that.
Talk about a coincidence.
It's been closed down temporarily due to the war. But maybe the park ranger can help you out. Johnson's his name. Saw him leave town not long ago, so he may already be at the park. Really? Guess he left not long after we met him. Understood. Well, check out the park. Thank you for your time.
We trek into Lunaria now? Well, let's head over to the Western Highway exit. Right.
You know what? I thought of another caster class. Found your wireless earbuds. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. I thought of another caster class servant that we can trust. Halloween Elizabeth. The caster one. Given that like every Elizabeth, every variant, every Halloween variant is Elizabeth, but yeah. That's a caster we can trust.
More trustworthy than most, but still very annoying to deal with.
Like, again, she's more likely to try and marry you than anything else, which...
Fair enough.
There's worse things that could happen to you.
Alright, let's see, looking down the list right now.
Oh, Giles.
Absolutely not.
I would trust him 0%. I trust him to murder children.
I trust him to murder children.
Hans Christian Andersen. Oh, hey there.
Right.
Come to pay me a visit? Hello, Johnson. Actually, we came to ask you a question. Fighting fight is always weird. I'd be enjoying shit like crazy. Never my recent FGO polls in this film need to throw myself. I actually had a really good FGO poll recently because I got Beast Nero. We asked Johnson,
Draco.
yeah, if he had any idea where they could find a healing herb. Healing herb? Yeah, I've seen those in the park before. This isn't really their season, so I can't see there being too many, but you should be able to find a few. Show you where to look. The monster is in there are more dangerous than usual. Sorry I can't be more helpful. Oh, not at all. You've been more than helpful enough already.
We're used to handling monsters, so we should be able to take it from here.
Yeah, you definitely look like you know what you're doing. Anyway, they grow in the shade around areas with lots of nutrients in the soil. Focus your search around tree roots.
Thanks. We'll get right to that.
Would you trust William Shakespeare?
No. Negative amount.
Damn.
That man is organizing my tragic demise.
Would you trust Mephistopheles?
That man is planting bombs everywhere I step.
Would you trust Mozart?
More than most. but he would be very annoying to deal with.
Yeah, he'd be annoying to deal with, but trustworthy. Caster Ku.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, yeah, I'll be fine. I'm fine with him.
Yeah, Caster
Geronimo's
Ku-
not bad too.
Caster Ku would be chill with you. All right.
Caster Ku is pretty chill.
Yeah. Would you trust Tamomo?
That.
I mean, it's just Caster Tamomo.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's just Caster Tamomo. Like, probably the most trustworthy Tamomo, if you ask me.
I suppose. What about Ryder?
I would trust her to get high.
I got as much SQ as I can to pull for Draco, Tiamat, and Lady Avalon. Thinking if I spread out what I tried to get, I would get something. Two things: Jack and Shiv. Did you actually pull a Jack the Ripper?
I got both Draco and the assassin that was on that banner.
Nice.
Impressive work.
Yeah, I got both the focus servants from the Draco banner.
I think my best pull in FGO was Yang Guifei.
Alright, would you trust
Okay,
Medea?
Da Vinci is fine, but like,
Would you
please invent stuff away from me.
Would you trust Medea?
Going back to Medea again? No.
Well, Medea Lily. The other Medea.
Medea Lily, I feel like, is even less because she has a less control over what her magic can do.
Here we go. Finally found one. Definitely smells like something with medicinal properties, that's for sure. Pretty sure we've come across this herb before, haven't we? Oh, that's it. When we were helping Eustace's uncle. His mother used it in a recipe of hers.
That brings back memories. Bad ones, of course. The less I have to think about that pompous fool, the better. No need to hide it. We know you're just as worried about Prince Charming as Reen is. No, I'm not!
Knock it off. We need to get a move on. Do you want to go straight back to hand that over, Reen?
Return to Celtic. Yeah, let's head back. Don't want to keep Father Zabil waiting too long.
Let's go then.
Jack.
Not even a Jack, no 4s or 5s whatsoever. I feel like he was hearing the urge to bomb something. Talk to me like the Green
Goblin Mask. Would you trust Parcilius?
Oh,
I don't know how to say his name.
Wait, Paracelsus van Hohenheim?
Yeah, Hohenheim.
He's cooking up something weird, dude. I don't know what
welcome
he's
back.
dipping up.
Were you able to find the herbs for me? Happy to say that we did. Goodness, this seems as fresh as it is potent. You have my thanks. Glad we could help. Would you trust Charles? Charles Babbage?
Sure, I guess. I hope it'll be helpful in your work, caring for those affected by this war.
Haha, you really are an upstanding youngster.
Barl's cabbage.
Would you trust Irisville? Would you trust Irisville, Caster?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that Irisville isn't...
Yes. Here, please take these. You get
okay,
two
I mean, it
Carol
depends
bombs,
on, I guess, if it's
Celestial
black.
bombs.
If it's Black Grail Irisville, absolutely
It's Dress of the
not.
Heavens. So.
Thank God. All right.
Though you may meet with difficult times, always remember Adios is with you. The goddess rewards those who persevere in the face of great adversity. I only trust her if I am Shiro. Which Keith is Shiro, so, you know. I wish you all luck in the future. Thank you, Father. He's right. We still have a lot of work ahead of us.
That we do.
I haven't trusted any caster since you...
Anyone who casts magic is on thin ice.
As I said earlier, as a joker, don't come for me. I'm just saying shit.
It was a joke. It was a prank.
It was a misinput.
Speaking of which, I think it's probably about time we started heading back.
Oh, to hear Elliot and Fee's
to
report?
hear Elliot and Fee's report?
Good point. Okay. Back to the windmill for us. Alright. While we head back to the windmill, Would you trust not Nyctoris? Nyctoris?
Oh, Nitocris?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nitocris is pretty trustworthy.
Marie
Yu
Antoinette.
Shosetsu also.
Marie Antoinette caster.
Yeah, fair.
Caster Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
I would trust Caster Gil.
He's better than regular
Yeah.
Gilgamesh. So
To be fair, Caster Gil actually isn't like based on what he does in FGO, he's actually trustworthy.
look at him. He actually grew into his responsibilities as a king. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a chill guy.
Character growth.
Would you trust Scheherazade?
Scheherazade.
Yeah. Oh no. Woof.
More than most.
Would you trust Caster Nero, which is Summer Nero, effectively?
I mean, sure, I guess. It's Nero, so it's going to be a little bit of an ordeal, but you know.
I trust her. All she's gonna do is be Nero, which I mean, we all know I love Nero.
Of course. Yui Shosetsu is a caster class servant.
Would you trust Cersei?
Nothing that I would trust nothing that I ever ate ever again, but
Can pronounce Charles' character. Shut the fuck up, Frank. We still got some time until the call from Elliot and Fee. Should we stay here and wait for it? Let me double check and make sure there's no hidden quest. I'm pretty sure there's not at this moment, but let me double check just to be sure. Okay, no, there are no hidden quests at this point in time. By the way, this game is like the most stingy with points. It's one of those ones that's super stingy.
yeah, that's fair. It'd be like that. Even more than
not leave.
even more than last game, huh?
Yeah. Would you trust Queen of Shibuya?
Oh, Queen of Sheba?
Yeah.
She's fine, I guess.
Would you trust Anastasia?
I'll be on thin ice everywhere I walk around her, not gonna lie.
Hey, that's a good joke.
Get it? Because...
Would you trust Sieg?
I mean, that's just Sieg. He's fine.
I was like, would you trust him?
Yeah?
Would you trust Skaha? Skadi?
Yeah, alright, sure, fair.
Anyway, cutscene time.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
We'll talk about if you trust Skaha Skadi after cutscene.
Alright, sure, whatever, dude. Well, we might as well stay here and wait for that next update. Do any of you want some coffee, by the way? Found some pretty good beans at the Grand Market.
A bean!
Bean? The bean?
Are we gonna run around and pick them up and say every flavor we pick up?
Oh, Jesus.
And then have to turn them into Fred and George who just emerged from the fucking... I can't believe they killed Snape at the end of... Sounds just like what I need.
You can brew even here? You must be a man who knows his coffee.
I'll have milk, thanks.
Would you trust Sutin Doji?
Celine, you can't have too much of it because you're gonna get sick, alright?
She's a magic cat. She'll be fine. Would you trust Sutin Doji?
No!
Damn.
Absolutely not!
What did she do to you?
Shuten Doji? Like, the leader
Eventually
of
I
the
can't
Oni? Absolutely
That's fair
not!
enough. Would you trust Ilya?
It's magical girl, Lilia, so yeah, sure.
What about Miyu?
Yeah, alright.
Testing.
Murasaki?
Murasaki. She's just gonna write, like, smut novels, like, sure, I guess.
There's still a lot of caster class servants, holy shit.
There's a lot, yeah.
I would trust Alice. I would trust Caster Alice. But, I mean...
I would not, but alright.
Name one thing that could go wrong with trusting Caster Alice.
This is Machias.
I could get attacked by the moon.
Clear.
I said name the one thing that could go wrong.
He's nearby too, right? How's everything?
I'd let Alice attack. I mean,
We've
what?
surveyed the area around the Twin Dragons Bridge as best we could.
I didn't say anything weird. I swear to God.
As we expected, their
Optimal
defenses are
bounce
tight.
factors. Show them titties.
To pass through,
I love
you need a
Crow
permit
Armbrust.
from either the Kreuzin Provincial Army or the Noble Alliance. Civilians and merchants don't
Anyway,
stand a chance.
I didn't say I'd let Alice attack me. I swear to God.
This isn't gonna be easy, no matter how you slice it.
I do love Alice Kuanji.
Right then.
And remember,
We'll need to do
canonically,
this plan.
she is best girl. Natsu has said it.
Oh, and by the way, I have some good news for the two of you.
Huh?
Can you hear me, you two?
It can't be. Is that you, Reen?
Is that really you? You're not pulling our leg, are you, Machias?
Ouch. Not that much of a jerk.
Nope, it's really me. I met up with them not too long ago. And you remember Toval the Bracer, right? He and Celine are with me too.
Damn.
Hello again, you two.
Yo, long time no speak.
I love Toval.
Thank you, Toval.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Good there, Elliot.
This isn't a dream, is it? Ow!
Nope, it's real.
If you're gonna pinch someone to check, pinch yourself.
Come on, stop messing around.
We love Fee in this house.
Thank you, Fee.
Assassin class Fee.
You two are the same as ever.
Anyway, we're really happy that you're all right.
I guess Machias would be an archer class.
You're
Yeah.
in that windmill now, right?
Reen could qualify for Saber or Berserker class.
That was what we were planning on discussing.
The whole power he has.
Yeah.
That power could qualify Berserker. Probably fucking EX madness, not gonna lie.
We'd like to come over to you. Do you have a safe place in mind that we could use as a meeting?
How much does this take place from Zero?
From Trails from Zero?
Yeah.
One.
No, longer than a month.
No, longer than a month.
A couple of months after the end of Zero.
Yeah.
Because this is well into Azure. At this point in time, in Azure, currently Lloyd is in prison.
How about point
Yes.
D,
I think this is
Twin Dragons
before...
Bridge?
I'm pretty sure this is before Lloyd broke out, actually.
Mhm.
I know earlier I said it was after, but I'm pretty sure it's before.
It's not visible from
Yeah.
the surrounding area,
Because
so the Provincial Army shouldn't be
this
with us.
goes on for... This game takes place over the whole month of December.
The one on the outer edge of
And-
the highway, right?
Jumping ahead a bit, we'll eventually see
We'll head over
when
there
the
right away.
climax of Azure is taking place, because we'll see the tree.
Okay, we'll head out too.
Oh, dang.
Well, see you later. Over.
Anyway, we got Elliot.
Elliot.
Elliot, you look like a nerd.
He is a nerd, but we love him.
And then we got Fee's new outfit. I do love Fee's Cold Steel 2 outfit.
It reminds me of
okay.
Thank you so much, Adios.
it reminds me of Mary Reed in Fate Grand Order, actually.
I love how it's-
Being there, but why a bracelet?
I love how it's always
Just have
fate
to
with
ask
us.
once we see them.
Mhm.
But the most important part is he's okay. Feels like we're finally making some real progress.
Yeah, agreed. Anyway, let's get going. I can't wait to see Reen again.
Same here.
Everything good there, Fee?
What's wrong?
Go on ahead. I'll catch up. There's something I need to check first.
Uh-oh.
Let's make our way over to Point D. It's along the highway, across the stream. No problem. We're gonna need to stay sharp if it's near Twin Dragons Bridge, though.
That's certainly true. The provincial army could spot us while we're out in the open at any time. We'll be counting on you to show us the way, Machias.
Just leave it to me.
How much later is this from Sky? Over, like, I think...
At least a few years,
yeah,
right?
I think, like, 2 years at this point. Since FC, particularly, third, SC and third, it's not been nearly as long. It's been about a year since third, I believe. So we talked about which casters we trust. Let's talk about which Avengers we can trust.
I can trust Edmund Dantes.
Jeanne d'Arc Alter, which we know I would trust.
Enemy sighted. Let's move.
But that's because I'm down bad for her, so, you know.
Should Joshua and Estelle ever appear again? Yes.
Yeah, we will see them again eventually. Not soon, but we will see them again eventually. Would you trust Ongermine?
No. No.
Literally the embodiment of evil. Would you
Not
trust...
even just that he's the embodiment of evil, he's also the weakest servant. So I don't even trust him to do anything that I command him to if he actually tries.
Would you trust Gorgon?
Great question.
Transcontinental Railroad. We're not
So
too far off from
actually,
Berea.
she's way too powerful for me to handle anyways.
Hope Eustace is safe.
Yeah.
So you can go to Berea Heart if you go this way, but we don't want to go to Berea Heart right now. Would you trust Hassan? Hesian Lobo?
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I don't know why I said Hassan. I said Hesian. I meant to say Hesian.
I was like, wait, that's an assassin.
Yeah, I meant Hesian.
That's fair. That's mostly the dog talking, so yeah.
Would you trust? Would you trust Solitaire? I can't even say that one without laughing because no, I would not trust him.
This way leads to the bridge, right?
Wait, which one?
Salieri? Salieri?
Oh, Salieri?
Yeah, Salieri.
I would trust him as long as Mozart doesn't show up.
Leave this to me. Take this. My turn.
Would you trust Demon King Nobunaga?
I would not trust Nobunaga.
Would you trust Space Ishtar?
It's my turn. Ready to go. Let's move.
As much as I would trust normal Ishtar.
And how much is that?
As much as I would trust normal Ishtar.
You're implying that you wouldn't trust Noble Ishtar, which I don't know why you would.
She's a girl failure.
You know what? I trust Ereshkigal more than I trust Ishtar. Because we all know Ereshkigal's better than Ishtar.
Let's move.
You know what? Fair enough.
See, I'd let her drag my soul to hell. I mean, what?
Okay.
It's my turn. They're off balance. You
Name one thing wrong with what I just said.
It's my turn.
Go ahead, do it. You can't. See? Because you know I'm right.
Being in hell kind of sucks.
No, fair enough.
Would you trust Voyager? Why wouldn't I trust Voyager? He's a silly little guy. I love space.
Would you trust the Count of Monte Cristo?
I would trust both versions of the Count of Monte Cristo, yeah. Both Edmond Dantes and the Count.
Would you trust Marie Antoinette Alter?
Enemy sighted. My turn.
Sure, I guess.
Would you... Now, the real question is, would you trust Ryder Marie?
Yeah.
Leave this to me.
So you trust every version of Marie Antoinette.
Sure thing. Sorry. That's it.
Any versions of Elizabeth you wouldn't trust?
Carmilla.
Yeah, I was gonna say not counting Carmilla.
I was like, I mean, that's kind of the easy one, actually. Go left.
Guess this is our point D then.
Enemy sighted. I'm up. Let's take them out. Let's move.
Ow.
Leave this to me.
Look at these flood-looking...
Ready to go.
Oh, geez, Reen's low on HP.
Yeah, he'll be fine. See, like I said, he'll be fine.
Which foreigner would you trust? Voyager, yeah.
I can't think of any foreigners I wouldn't trust. Now we pull up the list of foreigners.
Koyanskaya.
Damn, you didn't even hesitate. I trust Abigail Williams. I mean, I guess depends on which version we're looking at, but
Yeah, it depends on the.
and you know, I trust them both. Nothing bad can happen.
Let's move.
I doubt anything bad will happen. I may die, but you know.
Stay sharp, guy.
Anyway, I'm gonna kill
BB
this
is
dinosaur.
also kind of on thin ice.
My turn.
Anyway, time to kill it. Bro's name is just Scary Dinosaur.
Yeah.
I'm up.
It's just what?
His name is just Scary Dinosaur.
Oh shit, Phil.
It's my turn.
Holy shit, he explodes!
Man.
Would
He
you,
always brought only napkins to parties anyways instead of actual food.
would you trust Van Gogh?
Van Gogh is... I mean... She's a little silly. A little too silly.
Would you trust Alco?
For very specific things, I would trust Alco.
What very
Just a little
specific
bit-
things? Putting a
Just a
collar
little bit-
on you?
Don't worry about it. Well, here we are. This is point D.
Not even Van
Yeah,
Gogh
this does
trusts
seem
Van
like the
Gogh.
kind of area that the Alliance wouldn't bother patrolling.
That's what... Did you see the Machias voice for Toval?
No.
It sounded like you did Machias' voice for a second. Now we just need to wait for Elliot and Fee to...
Reen!
Not even Van Gogh trusts Van Gogh. Are there rulers you wouldn't trust?
That's a good
Sherlock.
question. Damn, what did Sherlock do to you?
I don't trust him to not be high.
So it's the same thing with the writer Arya, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing things, am I? It really is you, right?
I trust Melusine Ruler,
Yep, it really is me.
but I mean, to be fair, I trust Melusine no matter what. What berserkers would you trust? Hey, we got the gay one
It's great
back.
to finally see you again, Elliot.
We already had the gay one back. His name is Machias. We need the other gay one, whose name is Eustace.
I can't believe my eyes.
Look, we both know those two are gay for each other.
Yeah, exactly. He already admits that he liked him.
Likewise.
He's just a little tsundere about it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry for how things happened. I didn't mean to worry you so much.
I trust Morgan Le Fay.
I would not.
No,
Damn.
it's fine. I had
Would you
faith
trust
that you'd come back
would
to
you
us
trust
one
Fate
day,
Zero Berserker?
that you are out
To,
there alive and well someplace,
Go
even if we didn't know
to
where
walk
that
vaguely in
someplace
one
was.
direction and kill something.
Would you trust Kiyomi?
I told you how I wanted us to play music together
No.
again, right?
Look, there Kiyomi is literally actually probably more trustworthy because she hates
Never stopped
liars.
Believing, not once.
Like
Thanks,
that is a very valid point. As long as you do not lie to her, because she will not lie to you because she hates liars.
And thanks for waiting for me.
And I mean, yeah, she's probably gonna break into your room, but like that's a problem for another day.
Welcome back to the team, Reen.
And I mean, that's only a problem if you consider it a problem.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
what?
What happened to Fee? I thought you were.
I need to stop being down bad, don't I?
Just a smidge.
What if I
Yes, but
continue?
Right before we took off to meet with you guys, she seemed to notice something and told me she'd catch up later. I'm sure she won't be long.
How many points do I have? Well, I'll have more than 400.
You can't throw stuff at me. You can't throw stuff at me right now because it's broken.
No, but I'll have more than enough to throw at you.
Nope. Okay.
A little dramatic, don't you think?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Love the fact that she
I'm not
jumps
sure that
on
was such
top
a
of
good idea,
Reen.
Fee. It kinda
They
spoiled the
really-
reunion,
or something. Or me, for that matter.
Yeah, she'll break. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. Actually, I'm gonna shut my fucking mouth before I say anything else. She's like, she'll.
What's wrong?
I know exactly what you're about to say.
Just wait for Cold Steel 4, Reen.
You did hurt yourself.
Nope, I'm good.
Just wait for Cold Steel 4, Reen.
It just sunk in that it's really you.
Who else would it be? I'm happy to see you're okay.
I wasn't going to give up. I wasn't going to risk losing my new family. And I wanted to see you again, Reen.
We all know Fee is best girl.
Yeah, same here.
The Reen Sarah. You didn't even spell her name right.
I wanted to see you again, too.
How dare you? You're banned from the Sarah Enjoyers Club.
Thanks for coming back to us, Reen.
And thanks for giving me a place to come back to.
Oh.
Well, that's all of us. Together.
Can't help but crack a smile when watching it,
I
can you?
love how she just jumps
I've
from
never
a
seen anyone so
fucking
happy to see their
cliff
friends.
right on top of Reen.
I should hope so. It wasn't easy making it happen.
Girl wanted her man back. After Reen was finally reunited with Elliot and Fee, everyone took turns catching up on what had happened while they were apart before shifting the discussion to what their next move would be as a group.
It's 2 ways. 2 ways, Frank. Well, that's 1 region down. Only 2 more regions to go in the hunt for the rest of Class 7. Must be feeling pretty good about that, huh, Reen?
You bet. It wouldn't have been possible without your help either.
It does sound that way from what you said.
What the fuck is with all the different spellings of Sarah going on in chat?
What in the friggin' world? So on behalf of all of us, thank you for everything you've done for Reen.
You too, Celine. Thanks. What are you thanking me for? I didn't do anything. That's not true at all. You were the one who took Reen away from Trista. You're the reason the rest of us could stand up and fight without worrying about him. And if not for that, I doubt we'd be here together like this now. I'd say you did more than enough to deserve thanking. So, thanks.
Elliot's right. We have some thanks from me too.
I swear, you guys are the worst at making a huge deal out of absolutely nothing.
Tsundere cat.
Tsundere cat. Well, however it happened, you're all here now.
Good night.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Good night, Remy.
Stretch.
Whopper. Nope, stretch. Now. So, where to next, guys? Well, if it's not plainly obvious enough, wherever Reen goes, we go. No matter how dangerous the situation may be, we'll overcome it as a team. What Machias said. We still have to find everyone else, too. And rescue Princess Alphine and Elise from the Alliance on top of that. Yep. That's not up to negotiation.
Thanks, guys. Your help means a lot to me.
Should we go back to Valimar then, too? We'll be able to use him to return to Ymir as soon as his mana is recovered.
That's one option. I was expecting that would be away a while longer, but we're gonna need a base of operations at some point. Don't think it's an option. I don't think it's the option we should choose, though.
As opposed to what?
You got something else in mind?
I do. While returning to Ymir is a valid choice, why not keep going and try to get to Gorelia Fortress instead?
Oh, I didn't think of that.
That's not a bad idea. We were trying to get there to contact the 4th Armored Division ourselves before you came.
Still, the Twin Dragons Bridge is one of the Alliance's most important strongholds. Trying to pass through there is gonna be risky.
Oh, I know, but I think it's a risk well worth taking. It could allow us to find out what the situation in the Imperial Army is, and how Instructor Neidhart is doing, and above all, it should give us a better idea of how the war is developing. Knowing that should help us better decide what path we should take as a class.
Makes sense. So far, you've just been watching things unfold from the outside. This could give you an opportunity to see what's happening on the inside, right?
Right. Of course, I also want to make sure that Lieutenant General Craig knows his son is safe too.
Thanks, Reina.
There's no more class. School's out forever.
All
we gotta
right.
get our school back.
I'm in. Let's do this.
Same here. But it's gonna be totally dangerous, you know. Yeah, but we know as well as anyone that sometimes danger is worth facing. And this is one of those times. So let's go see Dad and figure out what we're going to do.
Agreed. Glad you're with me on this.
You're in a bad enough situation as it is without making things harder for yourselves.
Well, let the kids be kids, Celine. It's more fun that way. If that's what you've decided, then sign me up too. I know the geography of the area up ahead pretty well.
Of course. We appreciate your support. And with that settled, now we need to find a way to get to the other side of the bridge.
Indeed. We're gonna need a permit to get by it through ordinary means.
Yeah, but they're definitely on the lookout for us. Even now that without our uniforms on, there's a fair chance we might get caught. We've got one choice left then.
Oh? What's that?
I found a route that might get us through unnoticed earlier. There's still a chance we might get caught, but I think it's worth a try.
Really?
Sounds promising.
If no one has any objections, then I say we try her way. She shows the way, Fee?
Yep, let's roll. We just need to head down to the bridge. And we shouldn't have a problem unless we try to get past through the checkpoint.
Okay, we all...
Okay, are we all ready to go?
Alright. Elliot and Fee have joined the party. Reen and Elliot can overdrive, Reen and Fee can overdrive. You can now change the party order. You can now use burst link attacks. Together at last.
Woo!
Real quick, I do want to show off. As we know, this was Fee's first casual. I love her new casual outfit so much more.
Oh my god.
It's so
The
cute.
hat.
And also, again, we have the stage outfits if we want them. This was Elliot's first casual, which I was like, God, you're a nerd. And now he actually stopped being a nerd for once. Anyway, I'm not going to go over Fee and Elliot right now, and that is because I know it is early. But I think this is a good stopping point for tonight, because I can't go too late tonight.
Gotcha.
Because I have to be up at 5 a.m. And it is
fair.
currently 12:30. So, next time on The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2, with Elliot, Fee, Machias, and Toval all at our side, we set out for Gurelia Fortress. It's only been an hour and a half. Keep going. Like I said, Frank, I would like to, but this is as good as ending point as any. And I do want to get at least a little sleep tonight.
That is fair.
I want to actually at least be somewhat rested. Hashtag. Would you trust? Hashtag would you trust? Could have been hashtag down bad as well, given how down bad I am for every fucking character we come across. Alright, so tomorrow, as always, is Dokapon Kingdom. After that, it is what's after Dokapon? Saturday, I will be over at B's channel with D&D, and Sunday we'll be back here playing Fire Emblem.
Woo!
So yeah, that's it for tonight, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow for Dokapon Kingdom. Yeah, I'm gonna determine who we're gonna raid in just a second. We're just doing something real quick.
All right. All right, now who are we raiding? What do you mean connection unstable? This connection's been fine this whole stream. I haven't like dropped frames to my knowledge. No, I haven't. All right, well, whatever. All right, who we raiding? I guess we're raiding Blood Moon, playing Fatal Frame 3. All right. Ooh.
See you guys next time. Bye for now.
Later, gamers.